Today we're in the orchard hanging tarnished plant bug traps. The phenology of the trees is right about at 1/2 inch green. So it's when the buds, you see a couple small leaves that are starting to open. Some of the more advanced buds on this tree are what I would call early tight cluster. It's but generally, half the buds, you kind of go by what half the buds are at, and about half the buds are at this 1/2 inch green stage. It's a little bit late to be hanging tarnished plant bugs. Typically you try to hang them right around green tip or even silver tip, which was about 6-7 days ago. But it's been fairly cool and things haven't flown too much. Tarnished plant bug is a true bug. It overwinters in the soil and in the surrounding area. It's attracted to broadleaf plants, and so it's often in the ground cover. So, and then it comes up into the canopy from below the tree. So when we hang the traps, we tend to hang them low, and it catches the insects as they move up. This is a white sticky card trap, not baited. It's just purely a visual trap. When we want to hang it, we have the dry side here. The inside is going to be covered with tanglefoot, so be careful you don't coat yourself in sticky. There it is. We'll bring it back and we'll fold it back on itself. There's a little tab in the corner here to lock the bottom of the trap. And then the top of the trap, we'll use these ties to both lock the trap and to hang it. Give it a little bit of a point. Pop it through. So that locked the top half of the trap open, closed. When we hang these are exactly the same trap that you use for European apple sawfly. Sawflies are attracted to the blossoms, and so you actually hang them up higher up in the canopy with the blossoms and right before bloom. This is just a white trap, is something that is easy to see the insects on. There is some visual cue, but they're not exactly looking for blossoms necessarily. They do feed on fruit buds. So we hang it low. I like to hang it about knee high. I also like to hang it, it's one reason why we're hanging this now. I like to hang it after you make a copper spray, because if you hang this and then spray your copper, you're often spraying copper at 5 or 6 or 8 pounds per acre, and this whole thing will be covered in blue, which makes it just harder to work with and harder to see the bugs on it. And we just sprayed copper 2 days ago. So we've got our copper out of the way. Now we'll hang our trap. Just a quick tie. You want it to be tight enough that it's not going to blow off, but you don't want to constrict the branch. Trap, and then I want to label it. So I say T for tarnished plant bug, 1 for trap 1. We hang these 3 traps per block, so block being a roughly 10 acre or so unit that you manage as one unit. And so we'll hang these actually down the length of the row. Usually one row, sometimes you'll do it diagonally, but we'll just place them in the trap, and then as we scout, we'll keep track and we'll record these every week.